There's Bubba from the police.
Not the principal. Doesn't count. Yeah. No count. Voluntary. Maybe 10 hours. No, that's not. I do. I look like a raccoon. Denver and something.
Here comes AMR.
I know, right?
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
I figured that van blocked the entirety.
Mm-hmm. So this was a strange call
Yeah, it was.
because it was called in as an open door. Guy got home,
Yeah.
open door. He called the police, asking the police to come search the house, and then all of a sudden it came over the radio that they needed AMR code 1.
Oh yeah. So then they needed an emergency call, huh?
Yeah.
So they're gonna take the guy to medical. Yeah, so we called it, Bob, when we put together that story about that guy that was carrying the hatchet. We put the story together that he was unarmed. He was shot in the back. First shot was in the back. He let go of the. So my IR is closer to him now, so you can see them quite a bit now, quite a bit better.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm happy to check you out. Like vinyl size, that we look for like vinyl size, kind of check things out. And make sure that's what we want to do. Okay, so this one will you can go kind of sit in my airway seat and send them to the ambulance. We're not leaving. We're gonna check you out. Okay.
So the guy's consenting to medical treatment right now, so that's good. It's always good when somebody knows they need help and they reach out and get it. Is that guy gonna go and get some medical treatment, get some help?
Yeah, he's getting checked out.
Right on.
Yeah, he's not feeling right. Like you said, it came out as a weird call, but he's gonna end up being a medical thing.
Yeah, the scanner's always like 9 times out of 10 when we hear it and then when we show up, it's something different. Yeah, it's something different.
The
Yeah.
mundane stuff we go to turns into crazy stuff, and some of the crazy stuff turns out to be mundane. It's just,
We just filmed one that ended up being a mental health call, but then the guy got taken care of. It was the thing where the guy was walking down the middle of the road and they had responded with less lethal, but the guy complied. He was walking with a pair of garden shears.
okay, I was on that one.
Yeah, I was right in the middle of the road and he had this.
That was
big-
that was West Burnside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like.
What's the cross street?
The road that goes up to Pittock Mansion.
Oh, that'd be
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
but he
way
complied
downtown.
with their
Yeah.
orders and calmed down, and like they aimed less lethal at him, but he calmed down, and then he got some help
Thank
afterwards.
goodness. It's been wild today.
Yeah, it's been nuts on the
We've been chasing
scanner.
our tail all day.
Huh.
I think we had like 160 calls in the afternoon shift.
According to the union, you guys are still short-staffed, right? Like are they making you do mandatory like overtime shifts? Like, is it bad? Like
We're
your
not to that-
workload?
We're not to that point
Okay.
yet. But
Okay.
we are
It
very,
sounds like it's coming around the corner.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not good.
Now, from an accountability perspective, we know that like you guys shouldn't be fatigued. So I'm pro like more officers because like when you're fatigued, you're cranky, like your reaction time.
True of any job, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and we
You
don't
get-
want to see the violence
Yeah.
because sometimes you're not you're meaner than you should be just because you're sleep deprived. You know.
It's nice when they're tired.
You guys work what 10-hour shifts?
well, it's like so he works swings, career swing, right? Like they get off at 2 a.m., we get off at like in the morning. But so if we have court, like for me, I don't get to go home and say I go straight to court. No matter when it is, sometimes they get to go home and sleep for a few hours. And then you have to get up and
Yeah,
go
we
straight
have
to
court
court,
too, so it's
and then go
Yeah.
back to work. And
yeah. Your sleep schedule just gets
Holy shit! So you get no REM.
yeah.
Oh, that
you get
sucks.
overtime, but it's like
Well, yeah,
So there's
it's
like
3
no
hours
motive
for
to
us.
write a ticket then.
Isn't it 3 hours pay? Like if you do,
that's all
court-
union bargaining stuff.
yeah. I think they give you 3
I
hours.
don't know the details.
It's probably not worth it to ruin your whole sleep day though. If you're working nights and
And
then you
that's
have
the
to.
hard thing, especially like you said, you'll have work and then court, a couple hours later, then you got to come back to work a couple hours after that. So you might get, 4 hours sleep, but it's spread between. It
Yeah.
happen all the time, but it's definitely inconvenient. We signed up for it, so
I got you.
here's what it is, man. How you guys doing tonight? Staying busy?
Good. Like I said, I like that call that I filmed from beginning. I very rarely get a whole call. Like I'm very rarely there before it starts and then film the beginning and then the aftermath. I'm always getting aftermath and trying to piece together what happened.
everything
But that
makes
was like the
sense.
gold standard what we did before, where you're there before the stuff happens
Yeah,
and they
I mean,
make the
that's the
contact
dream.
and then take into custody.
This job can be taken very out of context. We don't have the full picture from every perspective. Our
Oh, sure.
perspective, you guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes I get it wrong and I feel like a dick about it, but then sometimes when I get it right, I feel vindicated.
It's a
So.
big, great job, man.
Yeah.
It is what
what's
it
your
is.
YouTube channel?
Oh, it's Mike Blue Hair.
Mike Blue Hair. Yours.
Yeah.
Robert West.
Actually, I have two. Like, so it's Mike Blue Hair and the Oregon Cop Watcher. So all my new stuff is on the Oregon Cop Watcher. So, yeah. So you'll see this, but like, I promote and upload all my positive contacts just as much as the ones where I'm being a bastard to you. Like, because I think it's important.
I've never had any problems with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I
guys are
really
in my
try to
land
stay
a
out of your
lot.
way. What's up?
So you guys are up where I work a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can see effort on our part, right, to stay out of the way. Like, right,
It is what it is.
yeah. Like the last thing I want to do is make what you're doing more difficult. I just want to get the shot, and then, you know, I'm happy and you're happy. So.
You guys like those other guys who go and film and then sell it? You can sell the stuff to the media, or
No.
I'm not a stringer, and the reason why I don't do it is because in Portland they have deals where they have a few pet stringers. Okay, in another city, like if I lived in LA or if I lived in San Francisco, if you get good footage that's usable for TV, you can auction it off and you get paid like a couple $100 a second for the footage.
Whoa.
Or like $100 a second for like a 30-second clip.
So one good
Here they want to give you like a couple $100. I mean, I can make that in YouTube ad revenue in like a few days. So like, it's not worth it for me to run around and be sleep deprived and have 3 police scanners in my car. And those guys, they bust their asses and don't get shit in Portland. Like,
they just don't have the news here doesn't have the budget for it.
they have the budget for it. They just don't want to do it. They have their pet stringers. They have people that that are friends with them and whatnot. But that's how that works. But in other fucking cities, like, check out. There's a YouTube video called Nighthawks or something like that. But it's about professional stringers.
Night Stalker.
No, not Night Stalker. That's a fiction film. There's one about professional stringers that operate out of LA and a couple other cities, and those guys are driving like cars that make like, you know, makes a Lamborghini look like garbage. Some of them are like
Flying around
just
the
I mean, they're just balling. Those guys are making so much money in those cities. But
Yeah,
LA
what
has
about
got
us?
crazy shit.
Yeah, it
Like LA SWAT. There's military units around the world that come and train with LA SWAT to do breaching and shit.
Yeah, the amount of stuff
Like,
they have to deal with.
because they have so much shit that like, but they have so much more practice breaching than military units, so they'll actually train with LA SWAT. So that's like a whole new level of shit that they are able to capture on film. So yeah,
That's something else.
it is. Like LA's another country. It's totally. There's a few cities that are really bad that I've lived in. I've lived in LA. You know, San Francisco's horrible. I mean,
It's not there yet.
no. Portland, in orders of magnitudes of violence or criminality, Portland and Portland is nothing like San Francisco or LA. I mean, LA is
Property
just
crime's really bad here, but as far as violent crime,
people
don't know what it's like to live in a bad
No,
city. It's a
no,
different world.
they do not.
We have
No.
our problems, but compared, like you said, like LA, Chicago,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a whole different world.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
getting ready to roll it. I'm gonna check on them. And
All right.
Be safe, guys.
Well, I think
All
we're
right.
done with this video, Bob, unless they're going to take the
Yeah.
guy out. Well, thanks for talking.
No worries.
Yeah,